Alright, what's going on? A couple people, you know, mostly young guys, they were asking me, Dad, we love your marinara. How do you make this, chef? Well, real quick, I'm going to show you. It's pretty simple. What you want to start with is a decent pot. So, go to like a Dollar General, you know, find one of them big old cast iron ones, or whatever it is, a nice aluminum one, and get yourself a decent pot. You want it to have a little thickness in it, so you can cook this for a little bit on your stove. It'll look real nice. Now, the first thing I usually do is you start with some onions. I got a good amount. Now, of course, when I think of cooking, I don't really think of 1.2 this, 3.4 that. I kind of just go by eye. And, you know, that's what most people do. If I said to cut one onion, you know, your onion could be that big or it could be one of them little ones. So what you want to do is just enough for each thing. So what you start doing is you got your onions, you're getting them just a little translucent, they're starting to get a little brown. You're going to add some nice chopped garlic. Now here's the great thing about a restaurant. Look, so we have garlic already ready. Yeah, you're going to have to chop that. But that's the fun thing. You add your garlic. You want it to start browning just a little bit. That releases the flavor. Okay? On the bottom of the pan, I started out with just a little bit of olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. You don't need a lot, alright? You're going to get this going. Next, you're going to add some basil. Now, this is what I mean by the eye. You start sprinkling in, you see it covered. How much is that? There you go. Starting to coat the thing. Next one you're going to do is going to be some oregano. Same thing. How much is that? See, look, it just starts to coat everything. And the thing about making anything is you can always add more, you can never take it out. Well, at least that's a big target. There are a couple tricks to take it out, but you can always add more. So you get them two things going. They start to look good. Now, a bunch of people use a bunch of different things. But we're making this easy. The first thing I like to use is diced tomatoes. They sell all these at the supermarket. You don't have to go and get that Prego or whatever, or somebody's sauce. Although, you know, in a pinch, that's simple, and God knows we've all had it. This is something, you can make it today. You can make a big pot of it today. You can, you know, put it in some containers. You can freeze it, pop it in the microwave, pull some out, you know. This is your basic marinara. The Italians would call it gravy, but it's not gravy because a gravy is anything that's made with a bone. So if it was a tomato meat sauce, hence the word gravy. It's kind of like Kleenex. I say, what do you think of when you think of Kleenex? And everybody thinks tissue, but it's not the company that makes the tissue. Now the next thing I got is you get these going on here. Some people like to use, they'll cook that down and they'll put tomato paste. I don't. I use tomato sauce. And you get the tomato sauce in there. And now you're going to start mixing that together. Take a look at it. And what I like to see is how much oregano and how much basil is in there. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Just a generous amount. And I always go a little more basil because I like it sweeter than oregano. Get that going, mix that around. I'll let you watch this for a second. I'll get some water. Usually what you want to do is, you're going to cook this for about 3-4 hours until it starts getting down to soft consistency. And Sunday morning, you wake up, you're watching some football, you know, oh, I'm sorry, you're cutting the grass, you're helping the wife, stuff like that. You put this on the stove, get it going, it's all high heat to start, get it going, let it move, okay. You're going to bring this, I'm not going to say to a boil, but you're going to see it's going to start to boil, then you're going to turn it down, and then you want to stir it, like every 10-15 minutes. Depending on the gauge of your pot, is how often you're going to have to stir it. And when you start here, you're hitting the bottom, okay? You're not starting like this. You're getting down to the bottom, into the corners, moving it around, because the pot's was burning, not in the middle, all right? Last but not least, I have 2 more things. I'll be right back. Okay. And one thing I'm going to put in is a little bit of Worcestershire, give it some color, and then a couple bay leaves. And there you got it. At the end, I'll taste it, see if it needs a little salt and pepper, see how it goes. We let it cook down first. You got it. Your basic marinara. You're with Chef Pat. Thanks for watching.